start with the opening statement from Coach and then take questions for the players.
Great win, man. Great win, great effort by our guys. Thought we did a hell of a job on the boards against one of the best rebounding teams in the country. Team averages 18 offensive rebounds, and that was a focal point for us this week after the South Carolina game, and really being more physical and not allowing them to dominate the boards. I thought that was a big difference in the game, as well as us protecting the ball, having poise, and our guys making plays down the stretch. None bigger than the play that Ez had at the end of the game. And obviously Ven was great for us as well, establishing us in the paint and being able to get a lot of paint points for us tonight.
Question for the players?
Ezra, can you take me through that last play?
Yeah. It was. We had a little play that we were supposed to run. I kind of broke it off a little bit.
Did you?
A little bit. A little bit. But yeah, I just tried to get my feet in the paint and make a play. I got him up in the air pretty good. I thought I had a clean look. He played some good defense, got it back, but tipped it right back into my hands for like a little good touch shot right there. So it was good to do that. And I mean, I do those type of playing shots all the time because we got a young team now and we're always playing around and stuff like that. So I mean, that's a shot I've seen in practice and stuff. So.
How special was that moment when all your teammates jumped on you at the end?
And it was the best. You know, this team's been through a lot this season, and we just continue to fight. And so being able to spend that moment with my guys, that meant everything for me.
Did you roll your ankle there when you left the game a little bit in the second half?
Yeah, I did, just a little bit. It's just been a recurring little ick throughout the season, so just trying to continue to get it better.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but is that the best game of your Vanderbilt career?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
What went well tonight?
What was that?
Talk about what went well tonight.
It was just really my teammates trusting me with the ball. You know, they keep drawing up plays for me, and also Coach for trusting me as well to make the right plays. And I just knew that I can do whatever I can to provide and contribute best I can for the team. And because of them, you know, I just know that I can make the plays. They pass me the ball, and just really just not trying to be selfless, but like everything else, I just try to be humble, and they just know that whenever I get the ball, they know it's going to be a great plays, and I just love that about that, and I just know that I'm a great player enough to, you know, make those plays for myself, and I just trust in myself and play confident.
And how much confidence did those first 11 points of the game give you?
It just fired me up, you know, because I know that usually in the past, like we always start off slow, and so I just know that like I said, just come back to my teammates, trust me with the ball, and looking for me. And so I just know that whenever I had those first 11 points, it was just to get me fired up and get the rest of the guys fired up too.
Anything else for the players? All right, thanks, guys.
Good job.
All right, questions for Coach?
Coach, if you can, talk about the emotions you felt when Ezra's driving down with 19 seconds left, and maybe the play isn't as drawn up, but it ends up working out, and the whole stadium goes wild.
Yeah, no, it was a lot of fun for these guys, man, just to see, obviously, you know, they've been battling, and it's good for us to have these type of moments because they stick together and they continue to work, and we try to improve on the things that we're not good at and try to get better at those things. That's kind of our focus, and again, our focus has been being able to be a little bit of a smaller team right now with our makeup, rebounding the basketball, and I thought we did a good job of competing on the boards, not only just our defensive board, but our offensive boards as well. For us to have 12 offensive rebounds against a team like that, we were aggressive as well, but good establishing Ven in the post and obviously letting Ez be Ez there at the end of the game, and it was a great feeling for them. Happy for my guys. You see how, you know, when you see a team like that and how they're happy for, you know, their teammates' success. It just speaks volumes of the type of kids that we have, and I'm proud of them. They may not be exactly where they will be, you know, within the growth of their basketball games, but as people, they're some of the best, and I'm glad that they're ours.
Yeah, what did you see on that last play specifically?
I just saw, again, it was supposed to have been a play, just kind of a misdirection. Still, it was a play for Ez to get the ball and maybe a backdoor for Tyron. I was bringing Tyron out of the weak side corner. If they had a lot of, you know, eyes on Ez for him to maybe have a backdoor pass to Tyron. But as said, he was going to win the game, so I let him win the game. So I'm happy he did what he did. Obviously, just staying with it. Obviously, the guy played pretty good defense on him. He made a good move, got him up in the air. Still was able to get a piece of the ball, but he had enough, wherewithal within himself to know where he was, and still was able to make a shot. Like I said, that they do a lot of those little, push shots around the basket all the time. So he works on it, and no bigger one than the one that he made tonight.
Can you talk about Evan Taylor's impact off the bench, and how he kind of kept the offense afloat there for a little bit?
Yeah, I was. Again, it was a little bit of a chess match. Bringing Evan's been playing well for us. I mean, he's been starting games for us, but I wanted to, with Garcia coming off the bench, try to match them a little bit coming off because he's such a force as an offensive rebounder, and thought Evan would be able to stretch him out, but he's doing some good things for us. And again, probably one of the biggest plays of the game was that block that he had there on Wade Taylor late too. I mean, again, that was a big possession for us, and to get a key stop right there was huge. But no, just guys just kept grinding. I mean, they made some big plays. Wade Taylor's a good player. I mean, that three in transition, man, not a lot of guys in any league can make that shot, and got them a 3-point lead, but our guys maintained their poise and continue to execute down the stretch and preserve the win for us.
With Ezra being an older guy who's been experienced in those type of moments, how much trust did you have in him towards the end of the clock?
Well, I mean, I got trust in all of our guys, right? Again, I think we want to try to instill confidence in them, but again, he's made plays like that before, not just for himself, but again, and still go back to last year when he played the play that he made to Tyron in the corner there. He makes the right play, and I think that's all you want from your point guard to do is to make the right play. If it's his play, all great, but if somebody's on you, got two on you, make your play to your teammates, and that's what we stress to all of our guys, and they're getting better at it. That .5 mentality of moving the ball, sharing it. It's a fun way to play, and obviously continuing to get our feet in the paint too. Good things happen for us once we get into the paint.
+7 in turnover differential. Talk about really the impact that had on the game.
Yeah, I thought we were aggressive again, and I thought we could have been a little bit more aggressive in coming down the stretch. We only had 3 team fouls, so I was telling them to really, just in case it get to a game where we had to play the foul game, that we could be a little bit more aggressive to get closer to the bonus. But man, playing good defense without fouling, really being heavy in the gaps, that was a key theme for us. And this team drives into you with reckless abandon, and they shoot more free throws than anybody in the league, probably one of the top teams in the country. So we wanted to make sure we present bodies in front of them and make them, kick it to the corners, and we didn't get discouraged. I mean, Carter made one early, but I told our guys not to get discouraged, just continue to stick to the game plan. Taylor and Radford were the key focal points to not allowing those guys to get downhill as with the capability that they have, and I thought we did a good job of executing the game plan tonight.
Ven-Allen Lubin scored in double figures for the last 5 games. How have you seen him improve throughout the course of the year?
I think he's getting healthy, right? Really is. Really, he's a tough kid. He would never say it, but I'm great at reading body language and reading kind of the kinesiology of the movements to where I know that he hadn't moved as well this year as he's been moving for the last couple of weeks, and so that's a good thing. So that lets me know that he's feeling good. I stopped it in film. I was like, man, I don't know who this guy is, right? I hadn't seen this guy all year, but he's definitely moving at a better gait, and I think his body's feeling good. I think Tyron's starting to feel a little bit better too. I think we need him to be a guy like he was against South Carolina. I mean, he didn't have a great shooting game, but I like the fact that he got up 17 shots. I mean, for us to have the success that we want, we need him to kind of be in that lane. Him and Ven to take the most shots for us, and still have other guys kind of step up and take advantage of their opportunities when they get them.
Along a similar tune, you've mentioned in the past that Ezra has really needed that week off a few weeks back. What does it say about his toughness that he goes out of the game and comes back and makes a few late plays down the stretch?
No, I mean, I think it was, we had a group out there that was playing pretty good and had a couple good possessions. And, I think he saw that and he kind of came over to me and like, Coach, I got to keep it loose. I got to keep it loose. So so that was his way of trying to tell me he needed to go back in right then. So, but no, it's he wants to compete, man. He wants to be out there, want to lead his guys, and they do it. I mean, God got us, man. With everything that we've gone through, it's just kind of being in this fire. I mean, we're gonna we come out on the other side of it, but we know it's for a purpose. We all have weaknesses and things that we need to get better at, and I think we're getting tested for us to try to to help us for later on down the road. And I think there's nobody's any stronger than Ezra. So when having him as a leader of your team is a positive for all of us.
All right, thanks, Eddie.
Thank you.